All right, people. Hey, how's it going? You know, it's Jim. This is Big Jims Blogcast live. Yeah, let's see here. I'm gonna. All right, all right. So yeah, I'm just sharing a few things here. Drinking game ideas. All right. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, just sharing some drinking games ideas here. Let's see. Yeah. So, anyways, hold on here. Let's do this. All right. So, yeah. All right. To Star Trek. Oh, there we go. All right. Let's see here. Okay. What? All right. Drinking games, boom, boom. Yeah, drinking games and recipes. There we go. I love drinking games. All right. Sorry. Oh, wait. No. Oh, we did want to do that. Pop culture, the group. Pop culture nostalgia. I love pop culture. Pop culture pros group. Okay. All right. Tribute to WKRP in Cincinnati group. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay. Larry, Susan, how are you? How is everybody? I was just like sharing this blogcast, all right. So there we go. Share to a group. All right. I'll get going here in a second. All right. Birthdays. All right. Okay. Star Trek universe, blah 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 blah. Def Leppard rocks our world. Def Leppard fans. All right, Def Leppard fans. Our Def Leppard devotees. Def Leppard fan page. Def Leppard army. All right. Yeah. 80s hair metal bands, 80. All right, there we go. Okay. All right. Burlington Cigar Smokers of Michigan, International. There we go. All right. So yeah. All right. It is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 5.0. Episode 255. It is Sunday, June 18th. All right, wait a minute. Hold on here. I'm going to expand this. All right. So it is Sunday, June 18th, 2023. Okay. So happy Father's Day. Mm. All right. So, all right. Van Halen. Um, mm, blogging for beginners. Share your blog posts. All right. Blog talk. There we go. Yeah. And so, what else here? Oh, all right. Bongos. Congas and bongos. Bongos. All right. Bongos group. There we go. Okay. Def Leppard, WKRP. All right. So, yeah. Hey, everybody. All right. Toggle that. Let's go. All right. Okay. So, all right. Yeah. Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 255, Sunday, June 18th, 2023. Happy Father's Day to everybody. I'm going to do my intro. All right. Okay. So, Rubick's Cube. Oh, yeah. Fuck. Graham Bend, Uncensored. Moss Isley's Damn the Scum and Villainy. Blogger. Blog. Oh, wait. No. Well, won't discard that. Rubick's Cube. All right. Beer Goals, Craft Beer Group. Okay, Def Leppard Arg. All right. Square Brew Run Crew. Okay. So, TV. All right. Classic TV Fun Group. Classic TV shows and series. Classic TV. Oh, wait. No, discard. You gotta love those TV dads. All right. Okay. So yeah, it is Father's Day today, and we've got I'm gonna do my intro first. Welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0. All right. There we go. All right. So. All right. So yeah, version 5.0, episode 255, Sunday, June 18th, 2023. I'll do my intro first. Say hi. Yeah. So welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 255. Big Jims Blogcast Live airs Sundays on Facebook and the occasional Fridays and Wednesdays. We are in our 5th year as Big Jims Blogcast Live. Debuted back in... we debuted back in 2018. Big Jims Blogcast Live does craft beer reviews. Over 200 and counting, from craft breweries right here in Sarnia, Ontario, to across the Ontario to across Canada. Tonight's craft beer is called Echoes 12 Chizek Style Lager by the Powerhouse Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. We'll get to that, trying this for the very first time. We pair it with a good cigar. Yeah, like this one. It's a Rocky Patel cigar. Rocky Patel quarter century. We'll light that up in a minute. We pair it also with spirits. And accompanying it tonight is Crown Royal Vanilla. We don't have a lot of that on hand. But yeah, we talk about classic movies, classic TV, sci-fi, science fiction, classic pro wrestling. We cube the Rubick. We've got bongo solos. We've got countdowns, birthday shoutouts to our friends. Retro, classic, nostalgia, yesteryear are the buzzwords here. 80s retro. Okay. 80s hair metal bands. Van Halen Nation. Whoops. No, not that. Discard. All right. So anyways, yeah, they're all the buzzwords here. Big Jims Blogcast Live is seen in U.S., Canada, and also worldwide from the UK, Australia, Mexico, France, where else? Spain, Germany, and so on. Thanks for watching. Tune us in and turn us on. Enjoy the show. Politics and religion are banned. Again, at the top of the hour, I'm going to say that Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. Like us, share, subscribe to us. We go live later on YouTube. Big Jim Blogcast Live goes live later on these audio listening platforms. There's your podcast too. Yeah. Like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Listen Notes, and our own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. So cheers, and here we go. We got our own YouTube channel too. So yeah. Let's see, what else are we doing here? Birthday wishes. All right. Okay. So, all right. Vintage board games. We can't forget that. Beer Geek Society. All right. And so Connecticut Freestyle. What else here? Brown Foundation. The North Shore neighborhood. There we go. All right. Okay. So yeah. Let's see here. So yeah. What do we got? Okay. Cross posted your post. Just looking at that. All right. So yeah. Here we go. So anyways, before we get going into like our okay, and I will say, I'll give you a disclaimer here. I may say a few bad, dirty words like shit, damn, screw, fuck. That's going to slip out. I can't help that. It'd be better for you if you just got a box of Kleenex and went to your safe space and took it all in stride. So, anyways, yes. All right, welcome to Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 255, Sunday, June 18th, 2023. Now, before we get to all of this tonight, like we're going to get a craft beer review going. Got new craft beer review. We're going to cube the Rubick. We're going to do our Father's Day salute. We're going to do birthday shout-outs, local events, countdowns, plus the regular meat and potatoes of the blogcast. It has come to my attention out there that several watcher viewers have made up a drinking game of Big Jim Blogcast Live. Well, here's the thing. I made up my own drinking game here. I'm not going to do that, but here, you can play, if the Grand Bend crew is tuning in and everybody else is tuning in, here's the drinking game. Okay, I do a bongo solo, you do a shot. I really like the cigar, you do a shot. I cube the Rubick, you do a shot. I go through my spiel of YouTube and all that, you do a shot. Craft beer review rating, if it's over 6 to 10, you do one shot. If it's under 1 to 5, you do one shot. So if you have any suggestions, there we go. So, yeah, there we go. So I'll mention it again. All right. So, yeah. All right. So here we do. We're getting going here. All right. So, all right. Boom. Bongo solo that started us off. There's a one shot for you guys. All right. So... Well, I'm not going to do it. I got to stay solo. I got to stay gibbled. But I'm not going to get gibbled. But anyways, I'm going to I'm going to light this up. Okay. All right. So, okay. So, I know. All right. Oh, boy. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, maybe I'll share this again. All right. So, I lit up the cigar. Tonight, we're going to have... All right, so... Yeah, I made up the drinking game tonight. Let me... okay, whoa, let's see. I'm going to do some more sharing of this. Do the Droid Galaxy Group. There we go. Craft Beer Enthusiast. There we go. All right. All right, the Cult of Nicolas Cage. There we go. All right, so let's see. Today's birthday friends. Everyone else is a jabroni. Roller skate for life. Rubik's Cube speed cuters. All right, wrestling nerds. There we go. Rubik's Cube community. There we go. Yeah. All right. So, okay. All right. Rarities and exports. For the love of nostalgia. Trivia and game show hosts. All right. So, okay. So anyways, yeah, we're getting going here. All right. So anyways, drinking game. There you go. I'll lay it out there for you. There you go. All right. So anyways, yeah. So we got our. I will hold on here. Mm. Mm. All right. That is a Rocky Patel cigar for all you like. It's like a quarter century, 25th anniversary Rocky Patel cigar there. Tonight's craft beer. It is called Echoes 12. Somebody's gonna get like a brain aneurysm for this. Woo woo. All right. Woo. All right. Okay. I'll do toggle that. Okay. So, yeah, it is called Echoes, 12 Degrees of Echoes, or Echoes 12. I'm just going to call it Echoes 12. Czech style lager from Powerhouse Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. Now, I'm going to try this for the very first time. All right. So, look at that. Oh, okay. So, you seeing this? Look at the head on that. All right. Is our Grand Bend crew out tonight? Give me a shout out. Give me a yeah. Say yeah if you're there. Oh, look at that. It's been a while since that will go down. That'll be down in about 5 minutes. So I'm just going to explain myself, my rating system, the craft beer system. If you're a first time viewer of Big Jim Blogcast Live, all right, here's the rating system. As I said, I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. I do give it a rating out of 10 later in the blogcast, so if you're still here and kicking around, you might want to, if you want to throw out a number, please feel free to do so. So, first of all, I want to give shouts out to everybody watching the Sarnia Port Elgin groups, Sarnia Rocks, supporting Sarnia 2.0, Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro, classic nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal groups, Def Leppard, craft beer, cigars, Star Trek, sci-fi, pro wrestling, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubick's, Father's Day, Def Leppard, WKRP in Cincinnati. Yeah, so my beer rating system from 10 to 6 is outstanding, awesome, excellent, very good, above average. Now, there's the happy face on there. The rating system, 5 to 1, average, below average, not very good, terrible, awful. You don't want any part of that. Brewed in a sewage factory, in a sewage plant, but hey, there's my beer rating system. And also, oh, it's going down. Good. I'm going to add more to that. So, yeah. All right, there we go. The head's on that subsiding. Now, I picked up the Growler. This is like a, this is your Ontario Craft Beer Guide. It is volume 6, issue 1. It tells you all about the craft breweries in Ontario, their services, their specialties and all that, and hours of open and close. Pick one up when you're at the liquor store. This is sold in the liquor store or any craft brewery near you. All right. So, all right, here we go. So, am I going to... All right. No. Oh, okay. No. All right. If you're playing our drinking game, if you're out there, you know what to do. All right. So, okay. And we've accompanied our, it's going down. All right. Now we've got Crown Royal Vanilla here, accompanied that. I got to get a new one soon. All right. So, yes. All right. Our craft brewery for tonight, it is called Echoes 12 by it's a Czech style lager. Czech style lager by Powerhouse Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. Now I'm trying this for the very first time. I'll try it. All right, here we go. First impressions, not bad at all. So I will top that up. I will elaborate more on this, whether it's a spring, summer, or fall beer. I'll let the head go down for a bit. All right, I'm just going to see what we... yeah, all right. So, all right. All right. So, anyways, there we go. Okay. All right. There we are. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on, the blogcast. So, if you're still here and you're still kicking around, you want to like throw out a number, feel free to do so. So, I am going to let Powerhouse Brewing Company know. Powerhouse. Powerhouse Brewing. There we go. I'll send that there. There we go. Okay. So, yeah. All right. We will do that. We will share more options here. Share to a group. Let's see. So, all right. There we go. All right. So, okay. Share to a group. More options. All right. Sarnia Lambton's entertainment scene post. There we go. All right. And so it was an eventful weekend. It was an all right weekend. So, yeah. All right. So, okay. So, glam metal, AOR rock. There we go. All right. So, okay. 90. All right. So, anyways, here we go, people. Yeah. So, all right. Doing a bit of toggling there. All right. All right. So, yeah, bongo solo, boom. Some people are going to get hammered pretty quick. So, anyways, yes. Tonight we've got, like, before we will cube the Rubick, we'll do our Father's Day salute. We're going to get some birthday shout-outs, countdowns, local events. We'll talk about the classic Movie-Corvette Summer, Season 4 of WKRP in Cincinnati, our top 5 classic TV fathers, a classic tag team from WCW, the Dynamic Dudes, a Star Trek Alien, the Horta, our classic board game Operation, classic album Def Leppard, High and Dry, and plus This Week in Van Halen History. So, yeah, you might want to stick around for that if you're a Van Halen fan. All right, so, okay. So, again, our craft beer for tonight, it is called Echoes 12. Somebody's going to get hypnotized by this can. It better not be me. Okay. Echoes 12. It's a Jack-style lager from Powerhouse Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. The head's gone down. So, trying this for the very first time tonight. Not bad at all. No unpleasant aftertaste to it. You know, it's got that same texture. Look at that. And I even have their glass right on. Powerhouse Brewing. So, yeah. All right. Hopefully it doesn't make me piss like a racehorse tonight. So, yeah. All right. Accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Let's see if I can share it anymore. Fuck. Share to a group. All right. So, all right. WKRP in Cincinnati. There we go. All right. Anything else here? All right. So, yeah. All right. 80s wrestling. All right. Post. There we are. Okay. So, yeah, let's get going here. All right. So, good cigar. Got this at the Riverfront Cigars in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. All right. So, okay. Boom. Like I said, some people are going to get really hammered tonight. Yeah, too bad you're working. Yeah, so let's see here. All right. So, okay. So, anyways, we've got Cube the Rubick tonight. Now, oh yeah, got to show you. Oh yeah, when I do these craft beer reviews, I don't go. Wow, it's a very exquisite, highbrow tasting craft beer. Yes, I sit by the warm fire and drink it. No, I don't do that. I just go with my gut on how I feel about it. You know, whether it's a good campfire barbecue beer. So yeah. So just go with my gut on it. And I do give it a ring out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So, like I said, if you're sticking around still here, feel free to throw out a number. All about audience participation here at Big Jim Blogcast Live. So yeah. Hmm. 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 All right. Good cigar. Rocky Patel quarter century cigar. Got that from Riverfront Cigars. Oh yeah. A couple of weeks ago, I was at the candy shop in Sarnia, and I picked up these beauties here: craft beer lollipop, pale ale, and chocolate stout. I have not tried them yet. All right, so got my Big Jim Blogcast Live mug there. All right, look at that. Okay, so yeah, so all right, so 3 times tonight for all you Rubik's Cube watchers, I am going to try to get. It's going to take me 20 turns. I am going to try and get this all blue side. So, and if I don't get the blue side tonight and in future broadcasts in November, at our last show for the year, I will tear this apart live on air and restore it to all of its original colors. So here we go. All right, drum roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So I did not get that this time. So there, that's the best I could do for now. So, all right. Okay. All right. So we have got, yeah. So anyways, before I'm going to remind everybody that Big Jim, when we get going, Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Anchor FM, Listen Notes, and all these audio listening platforms you're listening to your podcast to. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. So, shouts out to everybody watching the Port Elgin Sarnia groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock supporting Sarnia. Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro classic, nostalgia 80s groups. Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, Def Leppard, craft beer, cigars. Star Trek, sci-fi, pro wrestling, blog, spots, classic TV and movies, birthdays, Father's Day groups. Bongos, Rubik's Cube, and WKRP in Cincinnati. So, yeah, here we go. So, we'll get to some... All right. So, we've got birthday shout-outs tonight. All right. All right, our happy birthday shout-outs from this past week to June 12th to the 18th. Carrie Coulter-Vokes, Stephen Robinson, Grace Panchode, Doug McKee, Carrie Lynn Allen, Drew Herback, Carrie Eldridge, Cassie Boulier, Sheila Brown, Kathy Campbell Harris. Kathy, happy birthday to you. Teresa Cowley, Dana Goodyear, and Christina Dominici. So, happy birthday, everyone, from Big Jim Blogcast Live. I hope you had a great day. Hope you celebrated your birthday. Boom. You should be able to I hope everybody has had a very happy birthday. Get everything you can on your birthday. Celebrate it. You never know. It could be your last. You never know. So, right on. All right. So, yeah, boom. All right, drink up, people. Yeah, our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. Yeah, okay. All right, good stuff. Our craft beer for tonight comes to us from Powerhouse Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. It is Echoes 12 or 12 degrees of Echoes or whatever. It's a Czech style lager. So I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. Mm. Mm. Goes down smoothly, velvety smooth. You know, good texture, good taste. There's the complexion of it. I will top it up. Yeah. All right. So, okay. Yeah. Look at that. Even got one of their glasses here. Yeah. I'm going to go right ahead and I'm going to say this is a good spring beer. Okay. So we'll go with that. We'll work with that right now. All right. So, yeah. All right. Good cigar. It's a Rocky Patel 25th anniversary cigar. And what am I going to rate the beer? Will it be 10 out of 10? I don't know. So, all right. But we do have the Big Jims Blogcast Live drinking game. So there you go. All right. So you know what to do. All right. Boom. All right. Okay. So yeah. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 255, Sunday, June 18th, 2023. It is Father's Day today. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And in the Father's Day groups. All right. So, okay. So, yeah. I'm going to do a little bit of more sharing here. More options. Share to a group. Okay. So, all right. All right. Whoops. Nope. All right. All right. More options. All right. Okay. So. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. 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 All right. So, okay. Okay. All right. But, yeah, anyways, I hope you're having a good time. I hope you're, enjoying the end of your weekend, Sunday night with me. All right. All right. Wow. That's a good cigar. We're going to do some countdowns now. All right. Before we get to... All right. All right. Summer is in 3 days. Wait a minute. That can't be right. Let's see here. No. All right. No. All right. Fuck. Let's see. I'm just checking the... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Summer is in 3 days. We've got Canada Day. That's in 13 days. We've got the August long weekend. That's in 51 days. We've got Labor Day weekend. That's in 78 days. We've got autumn, fall. That's in 97 days. We've got Remembrance Day in Canada. That's 146 days. And Halloween is 135 days away. All right, boom, we did that. Yeah, so, all right. Like I said, our beer for tonight, accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. All right, so, all right. And our craft beer for tonight, hold on here. Okay, there we go. All right, so our craft beer for tonight, it is called Echoes 12. It's a Czech style lager by the Powerhouse Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. So trying it for the very first time. No unpleasant aftertaste, good texture, goes down smoothly. I'm going to go out. I started it off with saying it's a good spring beer. And I do give it a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast, so if you're still here kicking around, you might want to throw out a number, see if it matches up with mine. So, yeah, along with a good cigar here. All right. So, okay. So, Mm. All right. Mm. 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 All right. So yeah. Let's see if I can share this some more. Share to a group. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we're gonna get to some local events in a minute here. Yeah, with our local events, I gotta say this past weekend, uh, I didn't make it to. All right, so what are we doing here? All right, I didn't make it to Rib Fest was this past weekend. Sarnia Kisman Rib Fest. So, Whiskey Bourbon Scotch Society post. Um, mm, all right, so the ACDC Army. Um, all right, um, Def Leppard devotees. All right, okay. Mm, mm, all right. So, yeah, happy birthday, friends, wishes group. There we go. The Station Music Hall post. There we go. Um, all right. Old school pro wrestling. There we go. Um, mm, Glam metal, AOR hard rock. Um, mm, Metalhead Nation. All right. So, AOR hair metal nostalgia. Um, all right. So what else? Wrestling 70s, 80s, and 90s. All right. So yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, there we go. All right. All right. So yeah. Now with local events, being in like in and around the buzzwords used to be hiatus, rescheduled, canceled, postponed, but with COVID out of the way, long gone, they're back in full force. So here we go. Um, mm, mm, where is that? Okay. All right. Blue Water Border Fest. Mm, all right. So that happens June 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 2023 in Centennial Park in Sarnia. It happens like the Thursday night acts are Justin Moore, Tim Hicks. Friday, City and Color, Sheepdog, Blue Stone. Saturday, Daughtry, Theory of a Dead Man, Pop Evil. Mark and the guys have done a pretty good job of picking up the pieces where Bayfest had left off. Um, Now, hopefully, keep watching Big Jims Blogcast live. We might give away tickets, we might not. They might give us tickets, but they did in 2019, and it was a great show in 2019. Yeah, so hats off to Mark and the guys for putting on an excellent Blue Water Border Fest and picking up the pieces where Bayfest left off. So, yeah. We've got Revelry Music Festival, July 21st to 23. It's all ages. The acts are the Arkells, Lights Living Room, Gypsy Flats. That'll be in like Canatera Park in Sarnia. $95 general admission, $135 weekend pass. Go to the Revelry Facebook page for more ticket info. Yeah, so doing that. Rumblefish, Rockin' the Duke New Orleans 2 cruise, Saturday, August 12th. Rumblefish, a great, awesome band. The cruise is at 7 p.m. You board at 6:30. Tickets are $30. You got to contact a band member of Rumblefish for tickets. Saturday night dances, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at the Sarnia Legion downstairs. $7 cover charge. Classic Rock and Country, 286 Front Street North. Runs from June to July. Friday, August 4th, Blue Water Sand Fest, 2808 Omar Street in Port Huron, Michigan. It's a sand and sculpture, live music, food, beer tent. Great, can't go wrong with that. Shape the Shoreline, Saturday, August 12th, Centennial Park in Sarnia. Prizes. There are going to be over 50 vendors, over 50 small businesses. All right. Saturday, June 24th, 11 a.m. It's the record vinyl sale by Imperial City Brewhouse in Sarnia. Imperial City Brewhouse, another great craft brewery there. Can't go wrong with them. They produce some winning beers. they've got, it runs till like 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. You got rock, rap, metal, punk, country, all vinyl. All vinyl all the time. Sunday, June 2nd, 12 p.m., Future Pastimes in Sarnia. It's their 35th anniversary grand reopening. Future Pastimes, great little shop there. Friday, June 23rd and 30th. June 23rd and Friday, June 30th, 2023 at 7 p.m. is roller skating. Old school roller skating at the Clearwater Arena. It is an open skate, $7 for adult. Under 16 is $5. It's a $3 skate rental for those of you info. I've been to that. Brad puts on like a great, Brad Fisher puts on a great like great roller skating event there. It's old school roller skating, and you gotta really, if you haven't roller skated in a while, you really have to pay attention to what you're doing. So, all right, yeah. And so that's it for classic for events there. All right, boom. All right. All right. Another bongo solo there. All right. So, yeah. Good cigar here. It's a Rocky Patel vintage, quarter century. Yeah. So, all right. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 255. It is Sunday, June 18th, 2023. Yeah, we've gotten past our local events here, our birthday shout-outs, our countdowns. Want to reiterate tonight that before we, if you're seeing Big Jim Blogcast Live for the first time, don't worry, we're not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listing platforms for your podcast too. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Want to give shouts out to everybody watching in the Sarnia, in the Port Elgin Sarnia groups, especially Sarnia Rock, supporting Sarnia 2.0, all those. Michelle, you guys rock. All the Chain Reaction, great band there. Pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, Def Leppard groups, all the craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, pro wrestling, blogspot, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubick's Cube, Def Leppard, WKRP in Cincinnati. And Father's Day groups. So happy Father's Day to every father out there, including mine and my own two brothers, Greg and Troy. So yeah. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. I don't have a lot of it left. I got to top that up. So, all right. Our craft beer for tonight, and I see the head has subsided on here, is called Echoes 12. It's a Jacques style lager by the Powerhouse Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. All right. So, trying it for the very first time tonight. Isn't this not wicked can? This is going to get, somebody's going to get hypnotized by this. I am hypnotizing you. Woo. All right. So, yeah. Good taste, good no unpleasant aftertaste to it, goes down smoothly. I'm going to start it off with saying it's a good spring beer. All right, good spring beer. Yeah, good, yeah. All right, so, and I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast, so if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw in a number because, you know what? We're all about our audience participation here at the blogcast. Oh. All right. So, got to relight the cigar, and someone's going to get hammered. All right. So, yeah. It is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 255, Sunday, June 18th, 2023. All right, so I will share this to okay, share more options, share on a friend's profile. Greg Brown, there we go. Share. All right. So there we go. All right. More options. Share to a friend's profile. Troy. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. Troy Brown. There we go. Share to his profile. Whoa. All right. So, all right. So, anyways, yeah. Our first. All right. So we've got a classic movie on right now. All right. It is. Oh, where is it? Corvette Summer. This is a cool. Oh, if anybody's seen this, yeah. All right. Okay. So I've got it on right now. Corvette Summer. It is. It was released June 2nd, 1978. It starred its budget was $9 million. Its box office did like a healthy $36 million. The cast was Mark Hamill as Kenny Dantley, Annie Potts as Vanessa, Eugene Roche as Ed McGrath, and Kim Milford as Wayne Lowry. Now the plot premise to this: Kenny is a high school senior. He loves cars, absolutely loves cars, and for a project in his shop class, he rescues a Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. This is it right here. Cool car, eh? Right on. He and his shop class rebuild it and customize it. Unfortunately, when Kenny, Mr. McGrath, and the shop class take the Corvette out for a ride, it is stolen. Kenny is dejected but determined to get the car back. He heads to Vegas. He meets Vanessa. He works at a car wash to support himself. He spots the car more than once. He tracks it down to a local garage. Mr. McGrath comes to Las Vegas and tells Kenny he arranged for the car to be stolen. All right. Okay. He arranged for the car to be stolen to help his supplement his low teaching income. Mr. McGrath basically begs Kenny not to go to the place, and if Kenny doesn't agree, well, Wayne Lowry will handle it his way. Kenny goes to work for Wayne Lowry, but he secretly takes the Corvette back. He engages Wayne in a wild car chase, rescues Vanessa, keeps McGrath's secret, and gives the car back to his school, and he also gets his high school diploma. Now, this movie, as you can guess, 1978, was made after Mark Hamill starred in Star Wars as Luke Skywalker. So, So, anyways, Corvette, I posted several scenes of this movie on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page, so look for it in the trailer. I've got the movie on right now. Cool movie. Cool cult classic movie here. Corvettes, as for the car itself, here's the principal cast. There we go. All right. So with the car, I know there's been all right, the car. There we go. Two cars were made for the film, a main one and a backup. The main one is now in the National Corvette Museum. The backup car was sold to a private collector in New Zealand in 2009. Now it's it's a 1973 Corvette C3 with an L8 L48 5.7 liter V8 engine. So you got to look at that. Cool car. Who wouldn't want to do that for a shop class thing? So yeah, all right. So we got Corvette Summer, and I've got the movie on right now. And I'm getting to the part where he goes to work for Wayne Lowry, car thief at the garage. Kenny's got a real talent for cars. All right, so yeah, so I did post several of the trailer and the several scenes from the movie on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page, so look for it, like it. All right, so yeah, boom. All right, so hope everybody's following along with the drinking game. All right, so yeah. All right, so It is Sunday, June 18th, 2023. It is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 255. Father's Day, too, so happy Father's Day to every father out there, including my own, Tom, Greg, and my brothers Greg and Troy. So, oh, I didn't need to relight it. No. Excuse me. Excuse me. So, I'm fine. Just a little like butterflies in the stomach there. All right. So, okay. So I'm going to check this out. Let's see. I'm going to check out our notifications here. All right. So, okay. So, yeah. All right. So, okay. So, yeah, it's Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 255. Sunday, June 18th, 2023. Thank you for, ending your weekend with me. And so, yeah. All right. Okay. So, anyways, yeah. What do we got here? Just checking out my notifications. All right. So, yeah. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by Gibson's Finest, or no, Crown Royal Vanilla. Don't have much of that left. All right. So, all right. Our craft beer for tonight, it is called it is by the Powerhouse Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. It is called Echoes 12. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Somebody's going to get hypnotized. It's a Czech style lager. Trying this for the very first time tonight. Great taste, good taste. No unpleasant aftertaste to it. Goes down smoothly. Good spring beer there. And I got to remind you that I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here, sticking around, feel free to throw out a number, as we're all about audience participation here. So, all right. Okay. All right. So, yeah. All right. Boom. All right. A little bongo solo there for everybody. All right. As we move on now, let's see here. WKRP in Cincinnati. All right. So, okay. All right. All right. Okay. So, bear with me here. All right. So, all right. Okay. So, all right. Yeah. So, as you've been following the blogcast, I've been doing a 5-part series on WKRP in Cincinnati, going over the seasons. We are talking about, season 4 of WKRP in Cincinnati, and there's the lovely receptionist, Jennifer Marlowe, played by Lonnie Anderson. My brother Greg bought me the box set for Christmas a few Christmases ago, the WKRP in Cincinnati, the complete series. All right, so we got season 4. Now, this is the last season of WKRP in Cincinnati. We've got, the cast, Lonnie Anderson, receptionist Jennifer Marlowe. We've got, Howard Hessman as Dr. Johnny Fever. All right. We've got, Frank Bonner as Herb Tarlick, salesman. We've got, Gordon Jump and Gary Sandy as Arthur Carlson Jr., station owner, and Gary Sandy is Andy Travis, the program director. Jan Smithers is Bailey Quarters. George Sanders is Les Nessman, the newsman. Tim Reed is Venus Flytrap. We've got to give shouts out to supporting characters. Carol Bruce as Mama Carlson, and Hirsch as Ian Wolf as Hirsch. So, anyways, WKRP in Cincinnati, the season 4, 22 episodes, debuted from October 7th, 1981 to April 21st, 1982. Now, my favorite episodes were here with a season opener, an explosive affair, Black Monday, terrorist group threatens the station with a bomb threat. They blow up the transmitter. You have to see it, part 1 and 2. Rumors, Johnny sleeps over at Bailey's place because his apartment's being fumigated. Who's on first? Episode 6. Mr. Carlson pretends to be Herb to make a sale. Funniest episode there. Consultant. Mama Carlson hires a professional radio consultant to rate WKRP. Turns out he's old friends with Andy Travis. All right. So let me do some bit of toggling there. All right. Love, exciting, and new. Andy kisses up to Mama Carlson for a new transmitter. 21 to air is human. Herb screws up. Carlson is ready to fire. Herb screws up on a major ad campaign. Carlson is ready to fire him, but Jennifer saves his job. Up and down the dial. Number 22. This is the last episode in the season. The ratings book arrives. WKRP moves in at number 6. Ratings number 6 with Johnny Fever being the number 1 DJ, but Andy finds out that Mama Carlson plans to change WKRP's format to 24-hour news. So, now, with WKRP in Cincinnati, this is where it was on the network primetime schedule. So, CBS moved WKRP in Cincinnati around so much that it lost like 2.5 million viewers. So they moved it, they debuted WKRP Wednesday, October 7, 1981 in the fall, 8:39 p.m. time slot, and then 8 p.m. to 8:30, and then 9 to 9:30 p.m. Now, there's the time slot right there. It's major competition, like KRP's, they were up against like NBC's Little House on the Prairie. They were up against like The Great American Hero on ABC, plus The Fall Guy, plus NBC's Real People, and The Facts of Life. And also, let's see there, Facts of Life, yeah. And also ABC's That's Incredible. So you had, like, as competition, you had like Real People, The Greatest American Hero, Facts of Life, The Fall Guy, Little House on the Prairie, and That's Incredible. Now, CBS moved KRP in the summer to Mondays, 8:39 p.m. Now, WKRP in Cincinnati ranked in at number 7 on the rate in the Nielsen ratings for that year for their last season, but CBS already decided to cancel the show. And what a shame that is. That's like, fuck, why? This show could have gone on like a 5th season. So, all right. So yeah. Like I said, I got like my favorite episodes of season 4. So, all right. Yeah. Okay. So, Dr. Johnny Fever. All right. Yeah. So, and I posted a few clips from season 4 WKRP in Cincinnati on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. So look for it, like it. Yeah. And so there we go. WKRP in Cincinnati, season 4, the very last season of it. But one of my inspirations for the Blogcast. All right. All right. So yeah. Okay. That makes me thirsty. All right. All right. So yeah. Bongo solo, random bongo solo here. Boom. All right. So yeah. If you're playing along at home, you might be hammered by now. You might not be. So, anyways, we've got tonight's craft beer. All right. Good cigar here is a Rocky Patel Vintage, the quarter century 25th anniversary cigar. Got that at Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. All right, so it is Sunday, June 18th, 2023. We are going to do our Father's Day salute. First off, I want to say happy. I don't know if they'll approve of this, but anyways, I want to say happy Father's Day to my dad, Tom, and my two brothers, Troy and Greg. Happy Father's Day to you guys. All right, here we go with our classic top 5 TV fathers. So, anyways, where is that? All right, so. All right, so yeah. Okay, so. All right. Okay, so here we go with our classic top 5 TV fathers here. All right. So we've got Mike Brady. Where is Mike Brady? All right. From the Brady Bunch, played by Robert Reed. His career occupation was an architect. He's married to Carol Brady. He has 3 sons, Greg, Peter, Bobby, stepdaughters Marcia, Jan, and Cindy. Widowed architect, aired on ABC from 1969 to 1974. All right, so we've got Al Bundy. All right, so Al Bundy, played by Ed O'Neill, married with children. That aired on Fox from 1987 to June of 1997. Shoe salesman, married to Peggy Bundy, former high school football player. Children, son Bud Bundy, daughter Kelly Bundy. Set in the late 80s, mid 90s. All right. So, who else do we have? We have Dr. Jason Seaver from Growing Pains, played by Alan Thicke. That aired on ABC from September 85 to 1992. He is like a work-at-home psychiatrist. He's married to Maggie Seaver, children Mike Seaver, Ben Seaver, Carol Seaver, and later Chrissy Seaver. Unfortunately, he passed away, Alan Thicke, August 13, 2006. So that is Jason Seaver from Growing Pains. All right. So we have Mr. Howard Cunningham, played by Tom Bosley. Unfortunately, Tom Bosley passed away October 19th, 2010. That was on Happy Days. That aired from ABC from January 1974 to July 1984. Wisconsin, married to Marion Cunningham. Children, Chuck, Richie, Joni Cunningham, set in the 1950s. All right, so, okay. And we have John Ross Jock Ewing, Sr., played by Jim Davis, from Dallas. He was the chairman and president of Ewing Oil from 1930 to 1977. Co-owner of South Fork Ranch, married to Ellie Ewing. Children, John Ross Ewing Jr., J.R., Bobby Ewing, Gary Ewing, and Ray Krebs. He died off screen in a helicopter crash in 1981. In real life, Jim Davis died from cancer in 1981. Real man's man there. And I gotta go to the runners up here. Honorable mentions go to Jim Walsh, played by James Eckhouse, father of Brandon and Brenda on Beverly Hills 90210. All right, so, and that aired on Fox. And also, when we go to the richest to the poorest, we've got James Evans right here, this dude, played by John Amos. His children were J.J. Evans, Michael Evans, Thelma Evans. Good Times aired in the 70s. There you go. So, anyways, all right. And that is our... I posted a few clips from our classic TV dads on my Facebook page, my Blogcast page. So look for it, like it. Yeah, boom. All right. All right. So yeah, a little bongo solo there for everybody. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Mm. Oh, excuse me. So, emotions run high here. Excuse me. Sorry. All right. Great tasting cigar here. Rocky Patel Vintage. It is Sunday, June 18th, 2023. It is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 255. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Thank you for ending your weekend with me. We've got our classic movie on, Corvette Summer. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, before we get to our classic tag team, the Dynamic Dudes, I'm going to cue up the Rubick for a second time tonight. I'm going to try to get all blue here. And if I don't, all right, drum roll, 20 turns. Here we go. And if I don't get all blue, I'm going to do it one more time. So here we go. Drum roll, 20 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So, no, I did not get that. So, you know what? I'm going to do this all year long, but when my last vlogcast for the year in November comes, I will take this apart live on air and put it to all colors, all the same colors, same sides. You know what? You've done it before. So, anyways, yeah. All right, and that deserves a bongo solo in itself. Boom. Where's that Grand Bend crew tonight? So, all right. So, good cigar here. It is a Rocky Patel Vintage. Excuse me. All right. Boom. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, our craft beer tonight, accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. Before we get to our classic tag team, our craft beer for tonight, it is called Shizek Style Lager, or no, it is called Echoes 12. Look at that. Woo! Somebody's gonna get hypnotized by this can if I show it enough, if I show it off enough times. So it is by the Powerhouse Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. Trying this for the very first time tonight. There's no unpleasant aftertaste to it. It does go down smoothly. I'm going to start it off by being a good spring beer. Spring summer beer. Good spring summer beer. And so look at the texture on that. I'm going to top it up. I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here and kicking around, please feel free to throw out a number, as we're all about audience participation here at Big Jims Blogcast Live. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Oh, glad it stopped right there. All right, so, all right. They don't give you much info on the can here. They just say it's water, malt, hops, yeast. It is it's a very intriguing can. It's Echoes 12 by the Powerhouse Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. So, Grand Bend. Oh. Yeah? Well, pass along a message to Kathy. Tell her a happy birthday from me, Steve. Yeah, so. All right. So, yeah. All right. Okay. So, all right. All right. So, anyways, yeah, relit my cigar. All right. So, yeah. Boom. Little bongo solo right there. All right. So as we get to our classic tag team of the night, all right, the Dynamic Dudes. All right. So yeah, we get to the Dynamic Dudes. Now I posted several of clips of the Dynamic Dudes promos and matches on my blogcast page and my Facebook page. All right, so all right, so this is formed. They were formed in WCW World Championship Wrestling in 1989, and they lasted until 1990. The Dynamic Dudes consisted of Shane Douglas and Johnny Ace. Now, WCW management, most notably this guy, Jim Herd, and Booker Jim Ross, put together Johnny and Shane as a pair of wrestlers who skateboard as their gimmick. Funny thing is, neither one of them could skateboard. They tried skateboarding the ring, but that failed epically. Yeah, and so Johnny and Shane hated the name. They tried to get head booker Ric Flair to change it, but he didn't. He refused. WCW's head Jim Herd handed Johnny and Shane credit cards to go shopping for skateboards and outfits for authenticity. Wouldn't you like a workplace boss like that who gives you credit cards to enhance your gimmick? Well, thank you, Steve. Thank you very much. They bought the best stuff, spending over 10 grand of Ted Turner's money to get the gimmick over. But Johnny and Shane could not skateboard, were heavily booed by fans more than cheered. And it was fucking funny. If you remember this team, the dudes would win tag matches against jobber tag teams. The dudes would would feud with the Midnight Express. They'd feud with the Midnight Express. Mike Rotundo, Buzz Sawyer, Kevin Sullivan, the Fabulous Freebirds. After losing, they often lose to the most high-profile matches against established talent. So they were briefly managed by this guy, Jim Cornette, with Bobby Eaton, until he turned on them for the Midnight Express. Now the Dynamic Dudes were stuck in the low-mid WCW card and going nowhere. Johnny Ace and Shane Douglas both left for WCW in 1990, breaking up the Dynamic Dudes. Now, Johnny Ace, this guy, he went on to be like a WWE employee, like management. There he is right there. Here's another picture of him. And he is also the brother of Road Warrior Animal, Road Warrior Hawk, Joe Laurinaitis. And Shane is still an active wrestler today. So there you go. There's there's the Dynamic Dudes right there. They feuded with and there's a current picture of Shane Douglas today. Current picture of Johnny Laurinaitis today. I think he's still at WWE. All right, so we've got, okay, so yeah. All right. And I posted, all right, so anyways, yeah. All right, so, all right, so yeah. Okay. Old school, little classic, not so classic tag team there. The Dynamic Dudes. And so, Johnny Ace is currently head of was head of talent relations in the WWE. So, all right. And I did post several of their matches and promos on my blogcast page. So look for it, like it. There we go. So yeah. Boom. All right. All right, good cigar here. It is a classic, like Rocky Patel vintage, like quarter century. There we go for the cigar fanatics out there. It is a Big Jims Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 255, Sunday, June 18th, 2023. Thank you for sticking around. With great, it was taking ending your weekend with me. All right, so yeah, I'm just doing a bit of toggling right here. There we go. All right. Okay. So yeah, like I said, Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. I'll reiterate this. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms. There's your podcast too, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. And I want to give shouts out to everybody watching the Port Elgin groups, Sarnia groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Supporting Sarnia 2.0, Anything Goes, Chain Reaction, great band there. All the pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups. All the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, Def Leppard groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, pro wrestling, blogspot, classic TV and movies, the birthday groups, the bongos, the Rubicks, Def Leppard, WKRP in Cincinnati. Our craft beer for tonight, chasing it down with Crown Royal Vanilla. All right, so, all right, so craft beer for tonight. I will get to that in a second here. All right, so yeah, it is called Echoes 12. I'll say that. And I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. This is by the Powerhouse Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. No unpleasant aftertaste. Go down smoothly. It's like a good spring, summer, and fall beer. Good. Yeah. Fuck. This could be like when you're doing a barbecue. Have this when you're barbecuing. Have this with steak and fish. Gonna top it up. All right. So yeah, and I do give this a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw in a number. As Big Jims Blogcast Live is like all about audience participation here. So yeah. All right. Excuse me. Boom. Little bongo solo there for everybody. All right, so yeah, we're rocking and rolling here on Sunday, June 18th, 2023, episode 255 of Big Jims Blogcast Live. So yeah, and happy Father's Day to everybody, every father out there, including my own, Tom, and my two brothers, Greg and Troy. Good cigar here. It's a quarter century. It's like Rocky Patel vintage. All right. So yeah. All right. As we move on now, we've got like our Star Trek alien, the Horta. The Horta. The Horta. Yeah. This first appeared in Star Trek: Devil in the Dark, season 1, episode 5, March 9th, 1967. In the Captain Kirk era. So, all right. So, anyways, the Horta were a sentinel non-humanoid silicon life form, native to the planet Janus 5. So, or I think that's Janus 6 or Janus 5. Now, the Horta anatomy is the same to fibrous asbestos. Now, the Horta were difficult to detect with tricorders and were immune to type 1 phasers. Horta fed on rock, nourishing them by tunneling. Horta moved through rock like humans move through air. The Horta did so with the help of an extremely corrosive acid, and could easily completely dissolve a human being, leaving only bone and teeth fragments. Now, Horta lived for 50,000 years. All the Horta die out except for one, who is the mother. The mother lays the silicone-based eggs, watching over them until they hatch. Now, Spock did a mind meld I posted more info on my blogcast page, the backstory of the Horta. So look for that, like it. There you go. So the episode resulted in a happy ending. That's all you need to know. So all right. So you got like that season 1 episode 5 kicking around. Check it out. So yeah. All right. Mm. Damn it, Jim! I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer. Classic line from that episode. All right. So just doing a bit of toggling here. All right. Yeah. So. Mm, mm, mm. Good cigar. It is a Rocky Patel vintage. For anybody that want. Okay, I got to get bandana off there. Whoa, there we go. Give it a lot more room, a lot more texture. All right. So yeah. All right. Boom. All right. Bongo solo there for everybody. Want to reiterate right now, halfway through the blogcast, this blogcast is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listing platforms. You'll listen to your podcast too. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. All right. Give shouts out to everybody watching in the Port Elgin Sarnia groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Supporting Sarnia 2.0. You got to love Sarnia. Chain Reaction, great band there. Pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, Def Leppard groups, all the craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, pro wrestling, Blogspot, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubick's, WKRP in Cincinnati, and Father's Day groups. So happy Father's Day today to every father out there, including my own Tom and my brothers Greg and Troy. So right on. All right. So we move on now. My craft beer for tonight, before we get to our classic board game. Our craft beer for tonight is accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. All right. And so, all right. Craft beer for tonight, it is called Echoes 12. Is a Chizek style lager. It's by the Powerhouse Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. I'm trying this for the very first time. I'll top this little puppy up. Ooh yeah, look at that. Good texture. I have one of their glasses, Powerhouse glass, Powerhouse Brewing Company. Great. Oh yeah, great tasting. I do give this a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast, so if you're still here and kicking around, please feel free to throw out a number. Gotta say, no unpleasant aftertaste. Good spring, summer, and fall beer. Good barbecue beer, good with steak and fish. Yeah. Damn. Definitely a do again. Somebody's gonna get hypnotized with this beer. Whoa, look at that. All around there. Okay. Good can design. All right. So, got to tell you, yeah. So, I think we've got a winner on our hands here. So, all right. Boom. All right. So, as we get to our classic board game tonight, we've got, like, Operation. So, all right. So, anyways, okay. So, premise of this game, all right. I've got the board game right here. All right. So, I'll show you guys this. There we go. All right. We've got like our pieces here. Now, this was developed in 1964 by industrial design student John Spinello. He sold the rights to toy designer Marion Glass for $500. It was produced by Milton Bradley in 1965. The object of the game, you got like, it's battery operated. It's 1 to 4 players aged 6 and up. The premise of the object of the game, now he's called Cavity Sam. Now he's a patient. Now you've got a set of like tweezers here. You have to like Remove all the plastic objects in cavity center of the body with a tweezer without touching the edge of the opening. It's a good game to play if you're hammered. Like, I mean, if you're like, as some people maybe are already. All right. So you've got to get like, let's say you've got to get like, oh, I got to remove this. Oh, all right. So, and it buzzes. So there's 2 sets of doctor and specialist cards. Players take the top cards from the deck, cash payment and prizes for successful removal of the object, play pieces. There's an Adam's apple, there's a broken heart, there's a wrenched ankle, butterflies in stomach, the spare rib, the funny bone, the Charlie horse, the writer's cramp, the wishbone, the brain freeze, water on the knee. As you've already guessed, this could be it requires some sort of dexterity and hand-eye coordination. Now the game is currently produced by Hasbro. So there's a close-up of it. All right. Okay. And I did post more backstory on Operation on my Blogcast page, my Facebook page. So if you've got one of these kicking around, it's a good drinking game, actually. Fuck. Now that I think about it, fuck. He who dies he who with the most toys wins. Fuck. There we go. Operation, our classic board game. There we go. All right. Okay. So, all right. Okay. All right. So, yeah. All right. Fuck. All right. Take a breather here. It is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 255. It is Sunday, June 18th, 2023. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, including my own, Tom, and my 2 brothers, Greg and Troy. Happy Father's Day to you guys. All right. So, good cigar here. It's a quarter century. It's a Rocky Patel vintage. RP. There we go. Great tasting cigar. All right. So, yeah, bongo solo here. Boom. All right. So, yeah. All right. Yeah, so our craft beer for tonight. I know, eh? Fuck. Operate. You gotta, get in there. Play doctor, get in there. Remove, the necessary part without getting buzzed or zapped. So it's a good game to play it's a good drinking game, So, and speaking of drinking, you're following along right now if you're not that hammered. All right, my craft beer for tonight, accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. All right, so my craft beer for tonight is called Echoes 12. It's a Shizek style lager, and I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. Yeah. So it no unpleasant aftertaste to it. Goes down smoothly. Good spring, summer, and fall beer. Good when you're with the barbecue. Out in the back patio on the deck with your buddies, barbecuing. Good steak and fish beer. Goes good with steak and fish. It will. And I do give this a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. If you're still here and sticking around, throw out a number. So, looks like we got a winner on our hands. All right. So, all right. So, yeah. All right. Boom. Okay. So, all right. Okay. So we get to our classic album. Bongo solo. All right. Boom. Yeah. So. All right. We get to our classic album tonight. Def Leppard's High and Dry. All right. So this was released June 6, 1981. Here's the original band. All right, with like Joe Elliott. All right, so there's the original band right there. All right, so this was released July 6, 1981, recorded in Battery Studios in London, England. High and Dry is Def Leppard's second studio album. It was produced by this guy, Robert John Mutt Lange. Best known, like Mutt Lange would like go on to work with. He's basically almost the sixth member of Def Leppard. He would go on. He's Mr. Shania Twain to you, as he's produced albums by AC/DC, Bryan Adams, The Cars, Foreigner, Nickelback, Celine Dion, Huey Lewis and the News, and like I said, Shania Twain. So, all right. So yeah, the band at this point was like Joe Elliott on lead vocals, Pete Willis on guitar, Rick Allen on drums, Steve Clark on lead, or no, yeah, Steve Clark on lead guitar and Rick Savage on bass guitar. So, all right. So, okay, yeah, there we got our classic guitar duo. Nope, wait a minute, no. Okay, yeah. Side one, you got Let It Go. Another hit and run, High and Dry, Big and On the Heartbreak, Switch. Side two, you got Me Running, Lady Strange, On Through the Night, Mirror, 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 No, 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 and Bring It On the Heartbreak. So, all right, doing some toggling there, keep us in the loop. Now, High and Dry, when High and Dry was released, it charted at number 38 on the U.S. Billboard 200. After Pyromania was released, it was re-entered in the U.S. chart at number 72. Now, Mutt Lange made the band. Mutt Lange, who produced the album, made the band rearrange, rewrite all their songs. Now, the great guitar team of Pete Willis and Steve Clark. Pete Willis would be fired from the band in 1982. He would be replaced by Phil Collen during the Pyromania recordings. During the Pyromania recording, Pete Willis was fired, but we're focusing on High and Dry. Two singles, Let It Go, would be a top 4 chart, and Bring It On the Heartbreak. This would eventually be covered by Mariah Carey. The album would go on to sell 2 million copies. The cover art, oh man, all right. So, produced by Robert John Mutt Lange and engineered by Mutt Shipley. Their management at the time, Pete Mensch, David Krabs. They give thanks to their road crew and all that. And here's the back of it. So, all right. And here's here's the boys. There's the back right there. The inner sleeve. The front. We are in several. Now, the album design, Hypnosis, liner bag photography by Robert Ellis. The world tour started in Sweden in June 1981, England, Scotland. They would go on until the U.S. until September 1981. But I did post several videos from High and Dry, Let It Go, Bringing On the Heartbreak, on my blogcast page and my Facebook page. It's a classic album, produced by, like I said, Mutt Lange. There's the a young Def Leppard right there. All right, so yeah, there you go. And this was a year before Phil Collen joined the band. So, all right. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Da-na-na-na, let it rock. Let it roll. All right. So, yeah. Do-do-do, let it rock. And there's another, post picture of, of the band right there. Very young, very, so. All right. So, yeah. Okay. So, And I did post several videos from that album on my blogcast page, my Facebook page. So, yeah. Mm. 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 I don't know what it is. Well, now there's relit the cigar. You know what to do. Mm. All right. So yeah. All right. So. All right. So, anyways. Oh yeah, another bongo solo. Boom. All right. So, if you're following along, you know what to do. So, all right. So, before we get to my most favorite time in the blogcast, oh man, fuck! I told you this beer. Hopefully, this beer wouldn't make me piss like a racehorse tonight. Um, but yeah, timeout here. No, not a timeout, not yet. All right. So, yeah, another bongo solo. All right. So, yeah. All right. Okay. It is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 255, Sunday, June 18th, 2023. It is Father's Day. I want to wish my dad, Tom, a happy Father's Day, along with my two brothers, Greg and Troy, happy Father's Day, and all like the fathers out there, whether you're new, old, grandfather, happy Father's Day. Want to give a shout. Yeah, so as I said at the top of the hour, like I want to remind everybody this podcast is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listing platforms or your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Shouts out to watching the Sarnia Port Elgin groups, especially Sarnia Rocks, supporting Sarnia 2.0. Michelle, you guys rock. All the like Lizard's Bar, Chain Reaction, a great band there. Paul, the Pop Culture Retro Classic Nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups, Def Leppard, the craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, pro wrestling, Blogspot, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubick's, WKRP in Cincinnati, and the Father's Day groups. So, yeah, happy Father's Day to you. So, all right. So we get to my most favorite time in the blogcast. Wait a second. Hold on here. Before we get to that, my craft beer for tonight, accompanied by a great cigar. All right, Rocky Patel Vintage. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. It is called. All right, get that in the shot there. I'm going to top this up. All right, our craft beer tonight is called Echoes 12. It's a Czech style lager. It's by the Powerhouse Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. Trying this beer for the very first time tonight. I gotta say, there's no unpleasant aftertaste to it. It goes down smoothly. It's a spring, summer, and fall beer. Good for like a back deck, barbecuing steak and fish. Good beach beer too. Bring it along to the beach, sneak it on the beach. Nobody's listening. Nobody's watching. All right. I think we've got a winner on our hands here. And I do give it a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. If you're still here and sticking around, throw it a number. So I know I will. All right. Yeah. I show this can enough times tonight. Trippy can. Woo, you're going to get hypnotized. All right. Yeah. Woo, woo, woo. All right. So, yeah. All right. Another bongo solo here. Boom. All right. Okay. So. There may be a bathroom break. I may be gone for a few seconds. You never know. But yeah. Now we get to my most favorite time in the blogcast. All right. All right. Okay. It is called This Week in Van Halen History. All right. All right. Boom. Yeah. Okay. So. All right. This Week in Van Halen History from June 12th to June 18th. Now, June 12th, 1982, the album Diver Down, all right, by VH begins a 3-week peak at number 3 on the Billboard album chart. June 12th, 1988, Van Halen plays Sullivan Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. June 13th, 1995, Van Halen opens for Bon Jovi at the Estadio Stadium in Barcelona, Spain. All right. June 13th, 1975, Van Halen plays the Hilton in Pasadena, California. June 13th, 1980, Van Halen performs on the TV show ZDF Rock Pop at the ZDF TV studios in Munich, Germany. June 13th, 1984, Van Halen plays the Centerplex in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. June 14th, 1978, Van Halen visits the Toei Studios in Tokyo, Japan as a part of a promotional tour. All right. All right. June 14th, 2003, David Lee Roth plays the LV joint in Las Vegas, Nevada. June 14th, 2006, David Lee Roth appears on The View to promote the Van Halen tribute bluegrass album, Strumming with the Devil. June 15th, 1979, Van Halen plays the Jap Eden Hall in Amsterdam, Netherlands. June 15th, 1988, Van Halen bring the Monsters of Rock tour to Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. June 15th, 1986, Eddie Van Halen jams at the Limelight Club in Chicago, Illinois. All right. So, all right. June 15, 2002, Sammy Hagar and David Lee Roth play the Smirnoff Music Center in Dallas, Texas. June 16, 1984, Van Halen plays the Marriott in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. June 17, 1988, David Lee Roth plays the Sports Arena in San Diego, California. June 17th, 1991, Van Halen releases their 9th studio album, For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. June 17th, 1991, David Lee Roth plays the Richmond County Civic Center in Augusta, Georgia. June 17th, 2015, Van Halen hold rehearsals for the 2015 summer tour. June 16th, 1981, Van Halen plays the Selland Arena in Fresno, California. And June 16th, 1984, Van Halen releases the Panama single. And that is all for this week in Van Halen history. All right, so, okay. Damn. I gotta tell you, opening for Bon Jovi was a career low point for Van Halen. Holy shit. They had never played like, okay. They had never, where did they like do that? They opened for Bon Jovi in Europe, and I mean, Van Halen never had like a following in Europe, but like, I mean, fuck. Holy shit. Who would expect like Van Halen opening for Bon Jovi? All right, so yeah. All right, so before I get to that, bathroom break here. I'll be gone for 2 seconds. All right, so. Okay. All right, I'm back. Okay, so ready to rock. Cock, lock, and ready to rock. So anyways, I'm back. There we go. All right. So anyways, before I rate the beer, I want to tell everybody that this blogcast is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms where you listen to your podcast to. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Shouts out to everybody watching the Sarnia Port Elgin groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Supporting Sarnia 2.0. Chain Reaction, great band right there. Pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups. Our Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups, all the craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, pro wrestling, Star Wars, Blogspot, all the blog groups, all the classic TV and movie groups, all the birthday groups, the bongos, the Rubick's Cube, Def Leppard, WKRP in Cincinnati, and our Father's Day group. So happy Father's Day to every father out there, including my own, Tom, and my brothers Greg and Troy, and all you fathers out there. So happy Father's Day. So, all right, bongo solo, boom. All right, you know what to do if you were paying attention. So, All right, good cigar there. It's a Rocky Patel Vintage. I've got my craft beer for tonight, accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. Good. The craft beer for tonight, it is called Echoes 12. It is a Czech style lager. It's by the Powerhouse Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. Gotta say, trying it for the very first time. I'm gonna rate it in a couple seconds. Good beer. No unpleasant aftertaste. Go down smoothly. Spring, summer, and fall beer. Good barbecue beer when you're out on the back deck with your buddies. Good beach beer. All right, so before we get to that, before we get to my rating, I am going to cube the Rubick one more time tonight. I'm going to try and get the all blue side. I'm going to try and get all colors. Special note on here. If I don't get it all year long, I'm going to be doing this all year long. If I don't get it on my last blogcast in November, I will take it apart on air and I will get it all to its original colors, all sides. So here we go. 20 turns. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So there we go. I got close to that, but no. So like I said, I'm going to, if I don't get this one color right now, all you Rubik's Cube people out there watching, I am going to, disassemble this, take it apart on air in November, and I will get it all back to its original colors. That's how close I got to a full blue side tonight. So, all right. So anyways, yeah. All right, I got to relight this cigar. So, all right. All right. So before I rate this beer, and I give my final thoughts on it, I want to give you guys an inspirational, motivational quote. All right. It's not the load that breaks you down, it's how you carry it. And that's by Lou Holtz, famous football coach. It's not the load that breaks you down, it's how you carry it. All right. So now, boom, we got to have a bongo solo for this one. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, my beer accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. All right. All right. So, yeah. All right, here. Okay, let's do some toggling. All right. So, my craft beer for tonight is by the Powerhouse Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. My final thoughts on this. I see somebody is already throwing out some numbers, Sue. Great, good. If you like that. This beer has no unpleasant aftertaste. It's a good spring, summer, and fall beer. It is suitable for like barbecues when you're out back on the deck with your buddies. It's good. It's a good beach beer. Good sporting event beer. The can is trippy. Like, whoa, look at that. Somebody's going to get hypnotized by that. All right. So, okay. All right. So, yeah. Those are my final thoughts on it. Believe me, I thought long and hard about this. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Great job, guys. Powerhouse Brewing Company. All right. 9 out of 10. Great beer. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, 9 out of 10. I'm going to comment on that. Fuck. All right. So, 9 out of 10. There we go. All right. So I see like a few people were like close on it, but yeah. All right. 9 out of 10 on like on the beer tonight. It is called Echoes 12 by the Powerhouse Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. So I got to tell you, awesome beer. So yeah. Yeah. So right on. So cheers, everybody. Cheers to Powerhouse Brewing Company for making such a great beer. All right. So yeah. All right. So yeah. All right. Yeah, you're welcome, Kathy. You're welcome. Happy birthday, Kathy. I hope you had a great birthday. I know you're late to the party, but if you missed us, I want to reiterate that we do have, as I understand it, the Big Jim Blogcast live drinking game. So there we go. So you can like, there we go. All right. So, so if you're not familiar with the Big Jim Blogcast live drinking game, I'm sure some of your Grand Band crew will bring you up to speed on it. Right on. So, yeah. Again, a 9 out of 10 for Echoes 12 by the Powerhouse Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. And if you've been following along, you know what to do. All right, so, okay. So, yeah. All right. Had to relight the cigar there. Okay. Vintage Rocky Patel cigar over here. Boom. Yeah. So, bongo solo there. All right. So, yeah. There we go. All right. So, anyways, before we head out, I want to, like, I've been getting requests for t-shirts like mine. If you want a t-shirt like mine, all right, baseball jersey, front, back, you know, all right, there's the baseball jersey. You want one like mine, or you want, like, a regular t-shirt, or if you want like a plain white t-shirt or any design, like this one. All right, so yeah. All right. So anyways, Big Jim Blogcast Live. If you want a t-shirt like mine or any design, you've got inbox me at my on my blogcast page or my regular Facebook page, and they are $35 a pop. That includes shipping and handling. That takes 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. I can't help that. So, but cash or no money order, e-transfer, whatever we kids do nowadays. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. Okay. So, again, all right. So, yeah. All right. All right, people. That's it for me. Birthday shout-outs. Yeah. The theme music going, so you know it's the end of it. We did our 9 out of 10, Echoes 12, Powerhouse Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. We did like birthday shout-outs. Yeah, Kerry Coulter-Volks, Stephen Robertson, Grace Pancho, Doug McKee, Carrie Lynn Allen, Drew Herback, Carrie Eldridge, Cassie Boulier, Sheila Brown, Kathy Campbell-Harris, Teresa Cowley, Dana Goodyear, Christina Dominici. We got our countdowns. We got our local events. We did Corvette Summer, our classic movie. Our local events. Classic movie Corvette Summer, WKRP in Cincinnati, Season 4. Our top 5 classic TV fathers. Our classic tag team, the Dynamic Dudes from WCW. We cubed the Rubick tonight. Our classic alien, the Horta from Star Trek. Our classic board game, Operation. Our classic album, High and Dry, Def Leppard. This week in Van Halen history, we rated the beer, we cubed the Rubick. Our inspirational motivational quote, it's not the load that brings you down, it's how you carry it, by Lou Holtz. T-shirts. Again, this podcast is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms. It's your podcast too. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Shout out to watching the Port Elgin Sarnia groups, because Sarnia rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Chain Reaction, great band there. Yeah. Pop culture, classic nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal. Classic rock group, Def Leppard, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, Star Trek, pro wrestling, blogspot, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's Cube, Def Leppard, WKRP in Cincinnati, and happy Father's Day to every father out there, including my own, Tom, and my 2 brothers, Greg and Troy. So everybody, yeah. All right. So this is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 255, Sunday, June 18th, 2023. We had a drinking game going on, so live it, love it, learn it. All right, okay. You may or may not see me next weekend. Can't promise you that, but all right. So yeah, 9 out of 10. One last bongo solo. All right. So yeah. All right, people. For Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 255, Sunday, June 18th, 2023. I'm Jim, and you may or may not see me next weekend. You never know. So cheers, everybody. Let's go out with a bang. Don't drink and drive. All that other stuff. So I don't think I forgot anybody. So cheers, everyone, and bye.